Don't go live, we live.
Nightcap is a place to go. Nightcap, so you don't get alone. Nightcap, yeah! Soda drink, dirty or virgin. Common water, or whiskey or gin. Nightcap, you don't have to be coy. Nightcap, here's Ricky and Joy.
Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show where two friends unwind with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard Pucci, and I have Miss Joy. I'm a real live content creator, Nickens. Hello, Miss Joy. How are ya?
What it do, shouty? Um, I'm doing good, pretty well actually. What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I am. Tomorrow is my last day of work at my job because I will be going to another facility.
Okay. Oh, okay. So there's a lot going on there. First of all, congratulations on
Thank you.
leaving that craziness. Second of all, congratulations on leaving because I didn't know this until a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Did not need to. I mean, and then third of all, you're going somewhere else. You're switching over. I thought you were just going to be like, "Bitch, I'm not going to work right now," and I'm like, "That's cool."
No. So
But you're going somewhere else.
Okay. So if we're being like blatantly honest and stuff, I'm petrified of hypothetically not being able to like get an unemployment or anything. So like that's typically just not something that I like have like in the like on the side of my mind. It's like, oh yeah, like I'll um with that being said, I got an offer from somebody to do not directing work but assisting work.
Okay.
So back to what I was doing previously.
For more pay, same pay, lower pay. What you doing?
More pay than I was making before, but less than directing, which is
That's yeah. You don't
which
need
is
to.
which is good. So it's like I got a bonus compared to what I was making 5 months ago. I'm making more than what I was making 5 months ago. So
Okay, nice.
yeah. So I mean the sad part is that I've been there for 3 years, so there are residents that I know and love and I've seen for years, but at the end of the day,
It's time to
uh,
go.
yes, I was feeling very tired and sort of like overworked to a degree. I was super stressed all the time, so this is just one of those situations that it's definitely a better. It's just good for me just to have sort of like a change of pace, and a lot of people have been saying stuff to me like, "Oh, people, we need you," blah blah blah. And my big thing that I always say is, at the end of Mary Poppins, she leaves the family and she goes off to another family, so that's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is your life. You're player one. Like, ain't nobody need you that bad where you need to be like, I need to stay here.
Yeah.
And I feel like more than ever as we get older and in our millennial form, I feel like we are more awakened to that versus like our previous generations, because they would be like, oh, I have to, this place will not survive without me. Motherfucker, die. Okay, you literally it will continue to go on.
Yeah, no, oh, definitely. But yeah, well, that, and also like part of me is like, no, it's fine. Like, this place existed before I came here. It will continue. And whenever somebody is sad about it, I just try to reiterate the fact that, like, no, like, you'll have a special connection with somebody else similar
Later.
similar to the relationship you have with me. It's just going to be different, and that's fine.
I mean, you'd just be happy that I'm moving on. Like, you really didn't want me to be here forever anyway. So, like, let me live.
And then also, if you want it to be actually quite, if you want it to be quite sort of blunt about it, also, you should want me to be happy.
Yeah.
And
I
the
mean,
and anybody that sort of knows me on a personal level could definitely tell that I wasn't necessarily happy.
You
I
were
mean, even
not. You were not.
especially like look at all the nightcap footage. It's like, what have you been doing? Nothing. I'm stressed.
I'm working all the time
I'm
and I'm
work.
tired. I just have to make fun of you, but it's just like, I'm tired, Joy. Like, there's really, I'm working, and these bitches won't wear masks, and I don't understand why the fuck they won't wear masks. And I'm over here getting all vaccinated and shit, and I just don't understand. And these motherfuckers, you're not saying all this, but
Yeah.
like, these people and their FaceTime calls, and I'm just like, okay, you gotta go.
Yeah, yeah, and in fact, I could actually, I have some stuff that I could talk about off air.
Yeah, yes, for sure. I
Sort
wasn't
of
gonna go
just
any deeper than the FaceTime call thing, but I was just
yes,
like,
no, because
I'm not gonna
usually-
say much on that. I won't.
you just triggered me. That's the only reason why I'm like. That's the only reason why I was like super triggered by you saying FaceTime because that's definitely a thing in my life right now.
That's why I was just like, yeah, it's. I'm happy that you're leaving, that you're gone, because you're basic. You should have been. You're like you're the second friend. Excuse me, you're the second friend that I was hoping would leave their shitty job. Like, and I mean shitty not because of like just in general of how it made you feel, not
Yeah.
being like it was terrible. Because it was, but just saying, yeah, you're the second friend that I was really hoping that you would find something else and get out of that position, because like they were just
Yeah.
treating y'all like workhorses and
Yeah.
not paying you enough to do the things and not giving you enough time and all these excuses, and it's no. So I'm glad.
Oh, thank you. So,
Very glad.
so I have one more. Tomorrow's my last day. Tomorrow's my last day, and I'm going to. Um, it's gonna be hard just because a big thing that I sort of want to do is like any like unfinished business that I have. I'm trying to get sort of everything sort of settled as far as like maybe like oh like I promised you this or I said this, so I'm just trying to like be good with my word, if that makes sense.
Are you clicking something?
You hear me clicking things?
Yes, I hear you clicking this whole time you're talking. You hear this click, 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 click,
Oh
click.
no, I think we're having technical difficulties.
I'm thinking it's my mic sitting on the thing, and I'm like, what is that noise? What is that?
Yeah, no, it's me. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, what the heck is that? But basically what you're saying is you're trying to keep your word over something that you said you were going to do prior.
Oh yeah, because that's one of the things that I always have sort of done with my residents. Is if I tell them I'm going to do something, I do it. I do it to the best of my ability.
Of course, I mean you don't want to let people down like that. It's your honestly your honor and integrity to do the. You said you were going to do the thing, you didn't do the thing, and no, I'm glad, because I was going to ask you why on a Tuesday. Wait, tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Like I was going to say, like, why are you leaving on a Wednesday? You're not going to leave on a Friday or something? But
No, it was just. Whew, did I tell you that?
No.
No.
Whatever it is, probably not. Like, go ahead.
Oh no, just about the situation with like all the COVID happening at my job.
I remember you said something about it was like the cases were going back up, but in terms of like employees.
Yeah, so the cases went up employees, and it affected sort of like the way that staffing worked, and then I lost one of my employees, so then I worked like 7 days. So I had to work 7 days, and then one of my employees ended up leaving, and then I had to work alone for X amount of days, and so like when I came back, I got the job offer, or I went to talk to the people on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday I just let them know I was like,
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done. And then luckily I have a week and a half, so for the remaining couple of days plus the next week I have off, because they said that's okay.
Nice. Okay, so
Yeah.
you get a little like week vacation, sort of, kind of.
Yeah, like a full week. Yeah, no, definitely.
Wow.
So that's all with me. Mr. Chris is here.
what's up, Chris?
Woo! He's like, yay! Congrats! Thank you very much. Okay, enough about me and all this garbage. How about you, Miss Joy? What are you up to?
Well, I'm going to be going back and forth to Jersey a lot, or back and forth through Jersey this month. I have a lot of doctor's appointments and physical therapy that I'm going through right now, so it's been pretty dope so far. I got an MRI, a VEP, and an eye exam coming up tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Yeah.
A lot going on.
Yeah, I made them on, like, I thought I would just do that on purpose because I'm going to be in the area, and then physical therapy kicked in, and they were like, look, chick, you're going to be here twice a week. And I was like, oh, Easy Pass is just going to be my sugar dad. I'm going to be a sugar daddy because Easy Pass never had this much money for me in a year. So we're gonna keep doing that. Other than that, I'm doing this podcast hosting of this company called Gamerized, which has been interesting to say the least. I mean, I actually do enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
They basically, what happened was there was two dudes that were doing their own to like be involved with their podcast. And so then they were like sponsoring it. And then the two dudes decided to like do something else now. So then they quickly were like, we need someone to host this thing. And I said, sure, because I don't have anything to do, which I do. And then I said, I'll do it. And then they were like, cool. And it was basically like, here's this thing, you run it. And now I'm like trying to run it.
Yeah.
And now there's like, now the dudes that were part of the company, like they're getting more involved in, like, obviously they're booking the guests and they're like asking about things for the guests. And I'm like asking things, and I'm doing, like, I basically was doing my own promo, posting the pictures and posting stuff. And then now they're doing it. So I'm like, yeah, if you get someone that actually cares about the thing, someone's going to care about the thing. So other than that, posting the podcast thing on Fridays and occasional Saturday now, just been,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I heard of Gamerized last summer because my dear, like I don't know what to call her, mentor, black goddess woman, when I was reaching out to her about help about my own channel, what should I do and everything, she told me to reach out to Gamerized because Gamerized is supposed to be it's supposed to be like a social media platform for gamers, streamers, podcasters, like their own social media site.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, I'll join it and see what they do. And it's been a whole year. Like today was their 1 year anniversary of being a company. So to go from just being a regular schmegular user to now hosting a podcast on their channel on Twitch, like it feels cool. Like it does feel cool.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. But yeah, other than that particular new part of my life now, I'm still streaming on Twitch. I really actually stopped personally gaming and stream. Like I was busy with see, now I'm like, what was I doing? I'm still raising money for multiple sclerosis. So I was playing. The March was kind of crazy where I was streaming for multiple sclerosis. I'm still streaming for it. And then I was streaming for the Afro Latinx in gaming channel. I played for them. And then I played there's one more thing. Oh, and then Overcooked. I got Overcooked for free from Team 17 because that was some craziness too. I had Bibby and I playing at 7 a.m. playing Overcooked for people in China. Like we're just playing.
You're just doing stuff.
We woke up just to play Overcooked for like an hour before she had to go to work. So I took her to work because I was like, well, I already got you up. Like I feel bad, but it was so fun to play with her. So it was just interesting to have these different gaming events for March.
Yeah.
And now April is kind of like, now I'm doing this gaming thing for Gamerized, and I'm just trying to like figure out what I'm going to do in April. And now I'm, making sure I can get my body together and my car. That was the other thing. The car
Mm.
was, dude, the car was a whole thing with the transmission and the leaking and the
Mm.
paying money for that and what's going on with my car. And so, yeah, other than that, things are good. My mom's still going through chemo.
Mm.
She's about to finish and go probably go into radiation. She said she's gonna
Okay.
do radiation. She doesn't want to, but probably gonna happen. Dad, I assume fine, and because I haven't spoken to him since he called me and yelled at me about student loans. And my brother called me. Yeah, he did. My brother and yeah, my dad. I was just like, I'm not talking to you. And then my brother called me today to say that he bought something from. He brought a Bruce Lee something. I don't know what he bought, but all of this talking about my brother with Bibi definitely makes me feel like he is a pack mule for somebody in a trap house. Like he is doing something, and I'm going to find out. I don't want to find out because I don't want to die, but I'm also like, what the hell is Matt doing where he is out here carrying a box cutter knife and he's not telling people where he's going and what he's doing, and this friend picks him up and he hangs out with these particular people. I'm like, and then Bibi was like, yeah, he's going to the crack house. I'm like, okay. I saw you, my sweet.
Yeah.
It's fine, my sweet. So yeah, things are good.
Now, do you think he's? You know what? I guess just my experience in sort of like seeing your brother like sort of like off to the side.
Mm.
It's not like I would say that like he seems like a malicious person. I could just see him just like getting into trouble because like out of like sheer like stupidity of it all.
Yes, I told you the story about him going to the crack house, right?
That actually happened for reals?
Yes. My brother, my mom did not want him to go with my uncle Brian, who's not my uncle.
Mhm.
And my dad was like, he'll be fine. And Uncle Brian was like, yeah, he'll be fine. And then my mom was like, okay. And then my Uncle Brian took him to a crack house in Asbury Park and left him there. And then the crack people, whoever was on crack, took his phone. I don't know if they like gave him money for his phone, but they took his phone, and my brother was there at like 4:00 in the morning, just there. Like, what the fuck? and then my brother was supposed to come home, but he didn't come home. So then my mom was like, well, where is your son? And my dad's like, I don't know. And then they went and found him, and he was there. He was still there. This is not funny, but it's like my brother was there, being probably a big dumb doofus and just sitting there like, yeah, man, you on crack too? I'm on crack. I don't know. And my mom was like, never again. We not allowed at this house anymore. Like he can't come over. And I was like, wow, this has to go in my memoir. Like I swear, this has to go somewhere in a book.
Yeah, no, I did not hear that story.
Oh, my bad.
Weirdly enough,
happened.
I'm not super surprised.
Yeah, right? Like I can
But-
see my brother hanging out in a crack house, just like, but him being not cracked out, like him literally.
That's yes,
his
like
own
legitimately just sitting there, just like.
What
Okay.
are y'all doing?
Oh no,
okay?
that's not happening to me. No.
No, I don't know what they're doing. Like I don't know what they're doing. You on crack? Yo, you crazy. You crazy, bro. You crazy. Yo, it happened. I was crying when my dad told me. I think my dad told me, right? Bibi. Was it my dad or was it my mom? Last week.
I think your dad said something, and then you asked your mom.
Yeah. My dad wasn't really giving up the full details of it all because he knew he fucked up. He knew he fucked up on this. So then I was like, Mom, your husband said something about leaving your son, at a crack house. Is this true? Like, just I had to be the investigative journalist on this. And she's like, yeah, it happened. And I was furious. And he's just not allowed to step foot in this house or to be over here ever again. I'm like, you damn right.
Wait, where's your brother living then?
No, he's at home. Like, he's at home.
Oh.
The thing was, my brother wanted to. So let me go back. My brother wanted to spend the night at my Uncle Brian's house.
Oh, okay.
My Uncle Brian lived with his girlfriend and the girlfriend's child in Asbury. I believe it was Asbury. If it wasn't Asbury, it's Long Branch. Just one of them. Yeah. And my mom didn't want him to spend the night over his house because this is where it really was. So my mom didn't want him to spend the night, and my dad was like, "It'll be fine. He's spent the night over there before." And my mom was like, "No, he shouldn't do it." And then my brother really wanted to do it, so then my mom was like, oh, "Fuck it, fine, like whatever."
Yeah.
And so then my Uncle Brian was like, "Yeah, nothing will happen to him. It'll be great." And then so then he went over there, and then Uncle Brian took him to a crack house. And that was the thing that I forgot to, now that we're going through it. My Uncle Brian took my brother's phone and sold it to a crack addict because my mom and my dad were calling my brother's phone to ask him where he was, and nobody was answering the phone.
That's
where it was. Yeah. Because she was like, well, we're calling him. And they went to call Brian. And Brian was like, yeah, he's fine. Where is he? Can I talk to him? He's not answering his phone. Well, he's outside. He's doing stuff. Where the fuck is he? Like, you're not answering the question. I was like, yo. Like, if my brother was a woman, like, he would have been he would have been out here hoeing for crack or something by now. But my brother's a special needs 26-year-old. Oh, God. Like,
as Rick Brown says, that's kind of sad.
Yo, shout out to Rick. I'm telling you, and it's so fucked up because you're like, why this shouldn't have happened to my family. Like, not even to say like my family, but you know why this happened? My Superman complex, a horrible father. Like, this uncle is not a real uncle. This is my dad's childhood friend from when he was a child who has never done good. Like, this man has been in and out of jail. He is 50 plus years old and still like trying to be a drug lord or something. I don't know what he's doing. But my dad was like giving him money to like, help him. Like, if my dad needed some help, he needed like another hand to do stuff. Like, my dad would try to help, try to like, help him along. But my mom, Jackie don't play.
Yeah, she knows what's going on. She knows the real deal.
Yeah,
she's not playing with it.
No, and I'm like, Mom, you knew all this stuff was happening prior, but like, I've had some good conversations with my mom now, where I was just like, Mom, like, you're 55 now, and Dad is damn near about to be 60. Like, this foolishness needs to stop. Like, it needed to been stopped 20 years ago, but Dad thinks he's Clark Kent, but black. Like, I don't understand why he always think he can save everybody.
But it's so funny though, because like, I know that you hate it so much, but like,
but it's for reasons though. It's not that. I know. Because I want to make sure that people do know this. Like, I love that my dad does it. Like, I'm happy that he's able to help people. Like, I love that part of him. But my dad, what I hate about it is that he'll literally sacrifice us to do it. That's the part that we all congressional, I don't know if that's a good word for it, but we all agree, my mom and I, are like, he's been doing this since I was born.
Yeah.
Probably before I was born. He's been doing this with people, with his ghetto ass family. And I feel like his ghetto ass family thinks that we're bougie, my mom and I. And I'm like, we're not bougie. We just don't like your shit. What you sold my brother's phone at the crack house. How am I supposed to be okay with this?
The way that I can sort of like sense it, or like the way that I sort of the vibes that I get from it is the fact that it's not the fact that you hate the fact that your dad has this Clark Kent complex. It's the fact that you see the bad side of it, as far as like when it doesn't pan out well, when
Yeah.
having faith that people are going to do good, like when you see that it doesn't work out, like it screws everybody over, and you're just tired of that.
Oh yeah, because he's done it with stuff like with my stuff. Like I can already see it. I was already mad because he's doing it to other people, but like he was whoring out my items that I never got back.
Yeah.
Like he was over here like having these and he's done this since I was a kid. He would always have these random boys in the house. Not to be like Joy, you can have random boys in the house, like you can't be hanging out. It wasn't me. He was bringing like strange little black boys into this house. Like I'm not black, but he was bringing kids that I've never seen before, and he was like, "Yeah, Joy's got all these video games and stuff. You could borrow one." What?
Yeah.
And there was one. He was, and I mean, I bought it for my ex, but I'm like, I was still mad about the fact that I bought this special edition game for my ex that he beat it in like 2 days and then gave it back to me. And then I liked the game a lot. I bought a special edition. And then my dad was like, "Yeah, Joy's got that game. You can let him borrow it, right, Joy?" I'm like, "No, I don't know him. When is he going to bring this back?" "No, Joy. It's a game. Don't worry about it." So he's gonna give it back, right? Like you're gonna go back, you're gonna go physically to the house and get it back from this little whoever the fuck this is. Like I don't know who this boy is. You have him in my room talking to me about my video games that you see behind me.
Yeah.
The same shelf that I had in my parents' house is right behind me. You gonna just this ain't no Blockbuster, bitch. Like what you? Where's the rental fee? I had no rental fee, nothing. You just literally have these little fucking black dudes in my room, just like taking video games from me, and then they never return the shit. I'm still mad. I have a game, and the only reason why I got a copy back is because my cousin bought the game and he didn't want it anymore, and I was like, "I'll take it off your hands," because I miss having Dante's Inferno as a PlayStation 3 game.
Oh no! Oh no! With the wait a minute. Wait a minute, your dad was hoeing out. Wait a minute, your dad was hoeing out Dante's Inferno, the game in which case you see the devil's long SPP.
Yeah, I can't remember where I think it was PlayStation 3. Yeah, Dante, and I loved that game. Like that was really good. Like I only bought it because it looked like pretty epic and crazy, and I figured that the ex would probably be into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And he said he liked it, but it was like quick, and he went through it, and it was kind of like God of War-esque. And I was like, "Well, let me try it." Yeah, this motherfucker took the special edition that I bought for my ex and never gave it back. Never heard from that man again. Oh, I'm so mad. I'm just so fucking mad. Never heard from that bitch again. But just stuff that my dad does. Oh snap! I didn't realize how many people were here. Oh my god! What is up, Rodney Jabachan? Jesus, I'm so sorry. I wasn't even seeing the comments at all. Yo, okay, so wait, I just want to go through these comments. I've revealed so much about myself. Oh my god! Oh yo, I'm sweating. Rick said, "Cool, so you can go to Disney with me next week." No,
no, that was to me because of my vacation.
Oh, okay. I was like, ain't nobody going to Florona right now? Please.
Shoot, I've been shot.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not yet. I haven't been yet, but that don't mean I'm gonna go to Florida. Like, I'm not gonna go get a shot and go to Florida. Like, no, thank you. Jabachan, what is up? She said, "Joy, you and your brother are the products of bougie and ghetto put together." Which, and it makes me feel like that's how people viewed us when we were growing up. Because we didn't live in the projects, we lived down the street from it. So it wasn't like I was with the other black kids in the ghetto, like in the projects, being like playing jump rope and double dutch and whatever. Like I was riding bikes that my grandfather custom built for us. That my grandfather got from spare parts. He would go to the junkyard and like mold bikes together and have the neighborhood kids. So that's where my dad gets it from. My grandfather, who was like that.
Yeah.
So I understand why my dad does it, and I'm happy that my dad has this wonderful heart, this wonderful big Aquarian heart.
Yeah.
But I'm like, motherfucker, you are killing us. Like you do not care. You're not letting us be great. You're letting everyone else's kids be great, and not your kids. Just crazy.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, y'all, this uncle who's not our real uncle sold my brother, my blood brother. Oh, I don't even like my brother. I love him. I don't like this motherfucker. But he took my ass burger, mentally disabled, stupid ass brother to a what is that called? A trap house. He took him to a trap house, stole his phone, sold it for $20, and left him there. My brother could have been pimped out. Well, my brother's not. I mean, my brother, ew, gross. Ew, 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 ew. If my brother was a woman, he would have been pimped out in the trap. But he's not. My brother is, he look, I don't know who he looked like in this family, but he's tall. He's like a 6 foot creepy Andre the Giant looking motherfucker. He's so he's just probably high off of life in the trap house, just having a good old fucking time. And my mom is like, where is my son? What? Oh, he's just living his best life in Asbury. There's either the gay side or the ghetto side where you die. Which side is he on? And my brother ain't gay, so where is he at? Is he in the trap? He's in the trap, isn't he? Why is he in the trap at 4 a.m.? Who left him there? Yo. I swear this is gonna be in my memoir. I don't know. It's gonna be in my memoir. Oh, Lord. And thank you to Chris, who said, I love when Joy gets riled up. This is real life. This is real life. And yes, Rick, my dad, like, he is a good guy. It's just he just be doing some tomfoolery all the time. Jabba-chan said everyone has the uncle in the family. That's true. Ronnie said, wow, that was definitely a crackhead moment. Yes, completely. And Jabba-chan said, Dad starts his statement, see what had happened was, which kind of was how my dad set this up. He wasn't really forthcoming with what happened. He wasn't like, okay, so my dad he called me and was like, so did you hear about what happened to your brother? I was gonna say, N-word, what? What happened to your son? Oh, Jackie didn't tell you? No, Jackie didn't tell me. What the hell happened to my brother? Okay, so Uncle Brian, he wanted to hang out with Matt. You know how they hang out. Yeah, I know they hang out. Okay, so I let him go over there, and he was supposed to be with his girlfriend. And him and his girlfriend were supposed to hang out, and they're supposed to be, hanging with the daughter, and I was doing my thing. I was out here, was working. Your mother, she was like, how she be. And I just was like, everything is fine. And then I was like, all right, you know what? For all of him going or beating around the bush for this, I need to get to Jackie for the real story. And that's what happened. And I was like, Mom, why did you allow this? Like, you know better, Jackie. You know better.
And she did, and she tried.
Oh my God. My dad is, and I'm sad because besides his Superman complex, he's the only one, I want to say he's the only one that like made it out of his siblings. Like, I mean, to see my dad be the only success out of his family compared to his other siblings is kind of sad, but it's also like he's not like his other siblings, like he's the youngest out of 4. So he was already like spoiled and everybody loved him. But he's the sibling that people call on when they need things fixed in their house.
Yeah.
So even like Easter, I was gonna ask you how Easter was for you, but my parents drove down to his sister's house because they asked him to paint a room. And my dad, being the working whore that he is, was like, "Yeah, I'll paint it. I'll paint the room and I'll tell you how to paint it. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna paint it together." And my dad's like excited to paint a room.
Yeah.
Not about the rising and the resurrection of Jesus. He's just like, "Yeah, we're gonna go down and drive 2 hours to go paint a room." Like, Dad, why? Why are you like this?
He likes to be needed.
And that's the thing that I'm not going to do, and that's
Yeah.
what my mom does not do. We do not.
Yeah.
And I know, and I feel bad, and I always saw that as a black man, from a black man point of view, because that's my dad.
Yeah.
I never experienced. The only time I've ever experienced that was in a relationship with a black man. But
Yeah.
it's not like he needed to be needed this bad. Like it was just the ego needs to be sucked. Like we need to deep throat the ego. That's what I feel like a lot of the times when it comes to men and women. I feel like a lot of men, and obviously not all men, I feel like besides the physical blowjobs you want, I feel like you want us as women to physically deep throat your ego so hard that it touches the little dangly thing in the back of my throat, fucking Cardi B style. Like, you want us to like gag on your ego. That's what it is. I might make a rap song about that, gagging on your ego. Like, it could be a song. I don't know. And I think that's what my dad wants, is my mom to like choke and gag on his ego to the point where, because I've told her, like, there are times where my dad has gone over to other people's houses and he tells me how he's like, yeah, you know, such and such was talking about how much he would love to have a man do this stuff for her, but she doesn't have a man. And, you know, I could just slip up in them panties and I can do da 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 da. And I'm like, okay. So why don't you? I kind of want her as a sister. Like, she could be a half sister. She could be a stepsister. Like, what's the problem? You know, Jackie won't stand for that shit. She'll kill you. That's the thing. She will stab you. She will murk you in the middle of the night, and your goofy ass won't see it coming. That's what it is. He don't want to die. Because my mom is a Scorpio, and she will murk you. She will kill you. And she was like, look, when I'm done, I'm done. Your father knows this. He does things like in the calmest way. My mom was like, well, he does things. He feels like I don't know that he does things, but he does things.
Yeah.
And he knows I don't like it. And once I've had enough, I have enough. And I told her one of the best. Did I tell you the story about how my mom kicked my dad out?
No.
Oh my God. Y'all,
Is this I'm just saying, is this stream appropriate?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that.
Oh yeah. Yo, this isn't bad. It's not like they had a fight or anything.
Okay,
But
you just told.
Look, I'm telling you, this stuff is going in the book. I came home with my best friend just because we were at her house back in like not Camden, like fucking next to Camden. And I was like, oh, let's go to my house because like it's more peaceful there. So we went into my house, and then I saw my mom. You know, because to get to my bedroom, like my bedroom is across from my parents' bedroom. So I saw my mom, and she had this suitcase on the bed, and she had these clothes. And I was like, oh, snap. You going on vacation? She's like, oh, no, this isn't for me. And I was like, oh, but you're packing. She's like, yeah, I'm packing, but it's not my clothes. And I was like, what? So then I was like, Mom, what's happening? And she's like, oh, no, this is your father's clothes. He's going. I'm like, where is he going? And she's like, I don't care. I was like, oh shit. Oh snap. What did he? So then I was like, what did this motherfucker do? So then I told my friend Kelly, shout out to Kelly. I was like, yo, my mom is packing my dad's clothes and he's just gonna leave. And she's like, oh my God. So then we were like, when is he coming home? And it was like, in a few minutes. And I was like, oh, so my mom was prepped. So then my dad came home. He's all like, hey, what's going on? Da, 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 da. And then my mom was like, you have to go, David. And he's like, what? we're sitting in the next room, like, oh my god. And so my dad was like, oh, okay. And then he grabbed the suitcase and he left. And I was like, oh, where
And
is
that
he
was
going? Yo, it was crazy. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I never seen my mom that calm. And she was like, I just wanted peace, like, in the house. Like, I just wanted to just sit and watch TV and, like, not have to deal with him talking. And I was like, facts. Facts. So yeah, mama was so fed up. Again, and that was kind of like, and I wanted to share that because my mom being a black woman and my dad being a black man, it's not that I saw violence or anything in the house. Like I told my mom this too. Like I never saw any like physical altercations, physical, you know, any of that that's like, oh
yeah.
my God. But just to see how my mom handled things and how my dad handles things
Hmm.
kind of made me a bit confused on how to handle confrontation
Okay.
because I was not skilled to handle confrontations. So I'm happy to say now that I'm 30 and I'm figuring it out with my own relationship on how to deal with confrontations and deal with disagreements and with friends and coworkers and stuff. Like I'm literally learning it now as I get older
Yeah.
because I didn't have my parents to. I mean, I had my mom where she would say stuff and then she would just stop talking and then she was like, I'm done, and I said what I said and there's no more need to talk. And then my dad was the one who was like, I'm going to talk at you, not
Mm.
really, and I'm going to yell at you and talk at you, and then 5 minutes later he's good, like nothing
Yeah.
ever happened while I'm still emotionally scarred from what you told me.
Yeah.
So the emotionally, mentally, it was taxing to deal with. And I'm saying this because again, I know that a lot of people come from a lot of that stuff
Yeah.
and worse. So I'm like, I'm happy. I'm happy. Like basically 100% of the time I'm happy, but I'm surprised I'm not fucked up as a person from what my mom and dad, how they've not really meshed over 30 years of me living. Like, eh. Thank you for this therapy. Oh my God.
I was gonna say this episode of Nightcap is sponsored by Joy's childhood trauma.
Thank you. It made me a better person.
I was gonna say it always does.
Yeah.
Um, I was gonna say, oh wait, let's see. Um,
Did I watch
Mama
stuff?
was.
Did I play stuff? Like, what happened?
Did you watch stuff? Did you play stuff? What's going on?
I know. Like now that that's over, my God, I didn't realize how much I was talking about that shit. Thank y'all for listening. By the way, thank y'all for being patient and actually listening to all that. Didn't think I was going to talk about that, but it happened. It was funny.
Life has a way of letting stuff come out sometimes. You
Big
know.
facts. Oh yeah. The latest thing I watched was Justice League. The Snyder cut, and shit was dope. Like I really loved it. Like I would watch it again. And it's for people to be like, it was 4 hours long. Yeah, but like there was lots of time for you to pause, and it was broken up into like 6 parts. So, but the only part that was confusing to me was the beginning because it literally picks up where the last movie ended. And I hadn't seen the last movie since the last movie came out, and I didn't even know what the last movie was.
Yeah.
So I was confused from jump. I was like, well, what is this? And why is Superman dead? And why is he wearing black? And I was just like, well, I didn't, but everything else was fine. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, everything else was cool, was good. The acting was great. The pace of it all was good. It wasn't boring to me. So that was like the last thing I watched.
I was gonna say now was that a common thread? Were people saying that it was actually boring, the Snyder cut?
No, from what I was trying to read and watch before, like, getting spoilers, they were
Yeah.
just saying how it was just long. Like they were just like, "Oh, it's so long. There's stuff that they could have cut out." And I was like, "But it was really nice the stuff that they had in there.
Mm.
I thought it
Yeah,
was nice."
especially depending on the source material. Like it's sometimes you just want to be able to get it all in, you know.
Yeah, because the only thing about like I wasn't deep throating Justice League at all. Like I didn't see the Joss I didn't see the original one, so I really didn't care. I just knew that people told me to not watch the original one. But now I was reading before I took a shower the Ray Fisher, the guy that played Cyborg. I'm reading all of his stuff that he was saying and talking about from last summer, and I understand it now more so than when I did when I was first reading it last summer about all the accountability and these people not doing stuff and all the stuff they
Mm.
probably had to cut out, and all of the horrible behind the scenes BS that he was dealing with, and Gal Gadot, like Gal Gadot was dealing with, and Jason Momoa, and like everybody
Yeah.
had all this stuff, and of course, with Zack Snyder's daughter committing suicide, and like all the stuff that happened behind that, and with I'm like, why isn't Josh Whedon arrested and put in jail? Like, what? I know why, with all the white executive power in Hollywood and stuff. I'm like, he
Yeah.
should be arrested and jailed and fined and blacklisted. Like, why are y'all still working with him? But I know why. But yeah, I just honestly, like, I thought it was great. The music was great. Every time Wonder Woman came on the scene, like, I just wanted to be an Amazon princess and kick ass with her. Like, there was
you
no,
wanted the drums, you wanted the drum music. Just...
yo, every time that and every time she stepped foot on scene, it was like, yeah, like this yodeling of women just being like bitch, where's my sword? Where's my sword? What was it like? Where's my super suit? Where's my sword? Like, I want to fight with her.
You know what?
Fighting.
I'm the wrong gender, but I want to fight with her too.
No, you can fight. It does not matter. Okay.
No, I know, but I'm just saying I would never be a true Amazonian, and that's fine.
I mean, you could be everything else. Like you would. I mean, but it would be so dope if you were an Amazon. Like if you were, you would be.
No, but
so
that's
awesome.
that. No, but it's the point. That's the reason why I can't. I can't be one. It's fine.
Yeah, and
I'm fully aware.
they were ripped. Like them
was
shits was ripped.
um,
I'm like, I don't know how anyone can stay straight by watching them. I'm like, there's nobody with a vagina, a cisgendered vagina, who's gonna stare at Amazonian women and be like, I'm not attracted to women. Bitch, you're lying.
Oh my
Liar.
gosh, did you read what Ronnie said?
Yo, it's for real. Like, those bitches was ripped, and it was a blessing. It was so wonderful to see, like, especially when even the beginning of the movie, it was like, I didn't even remember what the mother box thing was. I didn't give a fuck about these boxes, but these mother boxes were a thing, and it had all these. Oh my god! So I'm gonna spoil it, but I'm gonna say it in the most like what is the what's the word? Anyway, I'm a curse and all that. These bitches was in a room with a box, and they all had swords and bow and arrows aimed at the box. And
yeah,
they cut to this one black Amazon prince, like Amazon warrior, and she had the sword. I don't have a pen. Oh, I have a pen. She was like staring like at the box, and she was just like, and she's going to it, and she was gonna like touch it and stuff. And I'm like, this bitch is bad. Like they zoomed in on this black woman being an Amazon warrior, about to touch the box, and then I think something happened. I'm trying to relive it, and I think she said like, alert the queen, and I was like, bitch, we gonna alert the queen? Like, oh, like I was so excited to like alert the queen, and then they got Queen Hippolyta up on the scene, and she's like, what the fuck's going on? And they're like, all right, it moved, my queen, like the box moved, and she's like, all right, prepare for battle. And then the box was like shaking and rubbing and like the box was all like, and then everyone's like, whoa. And it was so great just from that. I was like, damn, I want to fight too. What's the other thing? Oh, the best scene, one of the best scenes ever. So I didn't understand these villains. I really did not care, didn't even know who the fuck any of these people were. But there's
Mhm.
this stupid ass motherfucker called Steppenwolf. This bitch. So Steppenwolf beamed
Mhm.
his ass, his ugly ass, to the Amazon. I'm giving spoilers away, but he
That's you know what?
you're not gonna
If
watch
you
it because
didn't
you're not into superhero stuff. Like
uh, if you didn't see it in a certain amount of time, it's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
just I'm just excited because I finally got to watch. I waited to not watch
Yeah.
it, and now I watched it. I'm like, this motherfucker. Yeah, thank you, Rodney. That was a badass scene. This stupid ass motherfucker beamed his ugly ass into that room with all them Amazon princesses. Amazon, I keep princess because I'm thinking of Xena. Amazon warriors, and they're like, "We're gonna fight him." And this was it the queen or what? I forgot. It was someone. She screamed out, "Show him your fear!" And these motherfucking bitches said, "We have no fear!" Yeah! And I was like, what the fuck? And then in my head, not in real life, but it made me want to say that to every asshole that I've ever encountered in my whole life where you wanted to intimidate me. I want to just
Yeah.
scream out, "I have no fear!" And just lunge at you. It was so dope. Like, oh my god, I'm getting so hot. But that was so cool to just to see to hear that and to see it. I was like, yo, these bitches ain't playing. And then they attacked his ass. And then he did stuff and they did stuff. And I'm not gonna give no more else after that. But I was just like, that was nuts. But he has good old fashioned rock music. Well, Ricky, you got rock music. Or you talking about Steppenwolf or you talking about the people in the movie? I don't know, but that movie, it was good. Like that was other than that, like I'm trying to think if I saw anything else, but that was it for me. I believe YouTube stuff.
Yeah, YouTube stuff.
How about you?
Wait.
Did you quit your job?
Oh God. No, not yet. Not yet. Just um, a lot of like working weekends and stuff. So I just worked this past weekend. So I had
Okay.
so I had Monday off. Um, so I had Monday off, and I spent all of Monday playing League of Legends Wild Rift.
You play that?
I used to play League of Legends when I was in college, and so Wild Rift is the iPhone, iPad version of the game.
Hmm.
I think it came out fairly recently, and I spent an entire I spent an entire day basically just like sitting on the couch playing League of Legends. Like it was a terrible waste of time, but it felt so good.
No, you needed it.
Yeah, and like it was to the point where I was not even like watching something else on I wasn't like watching something, I wasn't even like listening to a podcast. I was literally just playing. Um
Nice.
I'm so sorry that I don't really have much of anything to talk about. My big thing was just the work situation that had happened. But I have a week and a half to be able to bring you lots of really great suggestions and some stuff. I'm so sorry. I'm the
No,
worst.
no, you're fine. I mean, you've gone through a lot, so um, I know. Okay, so Rick was saying Steppenwolf had good rock music, which cool. Like he was yeah. Ronnie said he watched Gorilla versus Kong, which is something I want to watch too. It was pretty. He said he was pretty. It was pretty epic, also. Rick said Magic Carpet Ride for Steppenwolf, like just out here. He was just beaming himself all around. And then Chris said Easter was good. My roommates got married on Saturday, and I officiated.
Ah!
I love that. You can do that. Wait, Chris, you can do that?
My
What are you
question to
saying?
Chris, my
Oh,
question to my question to Chris is: did he spend the extra money to get a card? That way, he could be a card carrying um, official.
Yeah, can you do this? I didn't know you do this, Chris. Like, what? You're ordained in New Jersey? Like, did you just do that on a whim, or did you do that because you want to? Like, what is the cause of this? He says he's a card-carrying minister.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Was it of the gay? Or was it like straight? Was it cis? Was it heterosexual? Was it who did you marry? I mean, you married your roommates. Like they were like wait, were you what? There's a lot going on here. Are they two people that were together for a long period of time? You did it online. And I love Chris's picture, by the way. It's like a lion. It's just kind of like I like it. Oh, guy and a girl. Okay. We are not a throuple. Yeah, I was like, wait, I was confused. I was like, wait, so y'all were just living together, and then they were just doing stuff, and you were just there. Like, I'm what? What is happening? And then you married them? Like, what? Oh, it's a dog. It's a dog lion. Douche dog. I love that dog. Last time I had a job, my profile picture was the dog. Now I wish it was the lion. I'm gonna find that when I go back to work next time. I'm gonna have the Doge dog lion because I like the dog so much. And go ahead. I was just gonna read what Chris said.
I was gonna say thank you, by the way, Rodney, for making me feel a little bit better about the fact that I have not been the most prolific with my sort of likes in general. I'm sure that is going to be on the up and up now that life is sort of starting to settle a little bit.
Yeah, and I agree with Rodney. You definitely deserve to relax. Like, you really do. And it's okay that you're not on the up and up. Like, literally me, I just watched Justice League, like, now. It's been out for weeks, but it's fine. Like, I'm going to be slow with everything.
Yeah. Sometimes that's life.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy that we have this panoramic panini. I'm happy we have it. Like, I love it. Shoot. This thing is awesome. What?
Oh no, I was just laughing at your terms for the pandemic.
Shout out to the friend Aaron. I was on a queer panel with him last year, and he traveled to Chicago recently, and I feel like what he did in his story should be a skit, because it was him and his friends, his boyfriend. They all were at a pizzeria, and he was like, "Are you gonna take off your mask to eat the pizza?" And they literally were like, "Not in the prosciutto, not in the pepperoni." Like, they said everything pasta related for the pandemic, and I was like, "Yo, this should be a skit." It's like, "Oh, not in the panini, not in the penne, not in the prosciutto." And I was like, "Oh my god." I love it. Just to not say pandemic, it's great. Not in the pepperoni. Like, not in the pepperoni. Yes, girl. Like, it was so funny. I love this pandemic so much. Like, it's been dope. It's been dope for me. Like, I get shout out again, not shout out. I keep saying shout out to everybody who died. No, I'm just saying, like, not shout out, but, you know, rest in peace to everybody that has passed. And literally, like,
shout out to all the dead people. I'm sorry, but I love this.
Shout out to the souls. Like, I don't want to shout out to the souls, but, you know, this pandemic, the panini, the panoramic, this Venn diagram, this pentagrass, this periwinkle. It's just been like, it's been lit. Now that I'm actually going places, like, now that I'm actually physically having to drive to these doctor's appointments, I have to plan my outfits now. I'm like, I have to wear clothes because people are going to see me.
Yeah.
Gross. But then I'm also like, it's getting nice out. So, yay.
Oh, you know what's hysterical about that? I'm like the opposite. Like, I don't even care. I'm just like, I'm going to the store. I'm going to wear scrub bottoms and a shirt that I probably slept in, like on my day off. I'm like, I'm wearing
Oh yeah.
scrub bottoms and a shirt that I slept in. I'm like, I don't care. And
Okay.
like,
Yeah.
ev- everybody's here is blessed to have my presence around them.
Well, that's how I feel about the mask. I'm like, not only are you seeing what I'm wearing, but I'm also like, if you can see my face, wear a thing. Like, I trust you now because you're
Yeah,
seeing my face.
yeah,
Yeah, I just, yeah, I'm not. But now I'm like, I bought all these new clothes and I can finally wear them. But now the weather's getting warm, so I can't wear all my hoodies
mm-mm, mm-mm.
because it's hot now. It's gonna get hot. But I got all my hoodies though. I'm so excited. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna wear. Like I figured out what I'm gonna wear, and I have all these like zip up hoodies and stuff too. So I'm not like out of luck. There's plenty of things for me to wear. But when it comes to this is the thing that I was doing. I don't know if other people do this, but when I go outside and I wear something that I've worn, I wear something. I
Yeah,
take that outfit off and I put it to the side
yeah,
and I wear it again, but to a different place. So that I'm not seen in the same outfit at the same location twice.
mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's healthy to do in this pandemic, but I was like, well, I was already outside and I'm not going to like wear the clothes once and not wear it
Yeah,
again. Especially if I only went to one place and I came back inside. Like, no. So I wear the one outfit. I don't wear the outfit through the house. I just take it
yeah.
off, like near the area, like the door area, kitchen area, or
The
whatever.
threshold. Yeah,
Yeah, I do that. And then when I have to go outside again, I just put on those clothes, but I just go somewhere different. So
yeah.
that's what I'm
No,
doing
that
now.
totally makes sense. Yeah, no, you're keeping it in a like a little area that's you're safe or like your like dirty area, but you know that that's where your decontaminated area is, and as well as because if you really think about it, if it's sitting there, like let's say if you do that and you put the stuff there, and then like 3 days, like 2 days later, like the germ would have had to have been on like the germ would have
Something
had to
else.
have yeah, it needed since it's a virus, it needs to live off of something, so it wouldn't be on there anyway if we're thinking about it like sort of logically. So yeah,
Yeah. So that's why I'm just like, I have my outfit planned for tomorrow and Thursday because tomorrow I'm going to be at 3 different doctor places. Ain't nobody going to see me again until like what, a week or two. And then I'm going to another place the following day and he didn't see me in this outfit. So I'm just going to wear that same outfit again. Like,
no, I wouldn't. The
oh, you
reason why
wouldn't?
is
Oh,
because
that?
because you're
Because
going
I'm
to the
bringing it.
doctor's office.
Okay. So, okay, maybe I shouldn't. Okay. So if anything, that one's
You're
bad.
Yeah, because you're going to multiple doctor's offices.
Yeah.
So
So
if
that
because in
one
my
should
head,
be
yeah.
but you know why I said that was because I did physical therapy twice
Hmm.
and I did have an outfit that I wore for that one time and then I wore a different outfit for the other time I saw him. It was a Tuesday and a Thursday. So I was like, all right, well, I'm not going to waste that other outfit that I wore somewhere else. I'm just going to wear it here.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, okay, so yeah, the doctor's offices,
Just because it's a
that one will
doctor's
be
office, because that's when like people are like, oh, I think I have symptoms. Can I come in just to get swabbed? Like just random at.
oh god,
Oh wait,
oh,
you don't do that here, or oh, I wasn't supposed to come in. Like
oh yeah, no,
it's
oh
just
no,
because
no.
you don't know. I'm just like, I was gonna say, Rick's like that's too complicated, and Rodney says just Lysol it down.
Yeah, the most part, we have baby made like a combo spray of like alcohol and like water. Like
Hmm.
we have that, and we have our Lysol, we have our wipes, like we have stuff. So I mean, with that one outfit, like you said, like I'll probably just wear that. Oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh, it's not water. Oh, I'm sorry. Look, Doctor Bibi is in the back. It's not water. What is it? Oh, okay. It's just alcohol. Okay, so we spray it down with alcohol. Um, thank you, my sweet.
And knowing her, it's the proper percentage to ensure that it doesn't
Yeah,
uh
yes.
that way it's safe.
Oh yeah, no, Doctor Bibi got it all under control. Like I love it. I love it so much. But yeah, I just I'm like, I don't want to waste all these clothes because I just did laundry like Saturday, and I'm like, I have all these clothes. I want to wear my clothes, but I'm also like, dang man, like I gotta keep wearing clothes now. Like I gotta
Yeah.
go outside. Ugh. Do you deserve my
Unfortunate.
presents?
No. No, they
But
do
anyway, go
not.
ahead. Go ahead.
Booyah.
Oh, bourbon or vodka? What is it, baby? The alcohol? What alcohol is it? Yeah, but like, is it rubbing alcohol? It's iso something.
Isopropyl.
Yeah,
Isopropyl.
there you go. The isopropyl thing.
And it's probably like 120 or something, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. Biba knows.
Like a
It's
higher amount,
it's
probably.
not bourbon and it's not vodka. And it's not scotch, but it's there, and we just use that to disinfect stuff too. And it's been great. It's been great. I like the way it smells. I be it. I've sprayed stuff like we wipe all her stuff down like this. Yeah. We wipe our stuff down like we like spray it on the thing, and we wipe our like electronics and like stuff that we've touched. We wash our well, we disinfect before we wash our hands and stuff. And
Yes.
oh, yeah, but yeah, thank you so much for that whole thing. And if you haven't been vaccinated, definitely please start being on the lookout for that. I'm
Also,
gonna try to do that too.
I was gonna say, now, do you have the app that tells you to wash your hands when you get home?
No, I just do it when I come home. I didn't know there was an app.
I guess it's just built into the Apple Watch, depending on the iOS. It legitimately tells me to wash my hands when I get home, and then for the amount of seconds, for like the 20 seconds, it will time me washing my hands. And if I like, it gives you a little tap on the wrist when it's been 20 seconds, and if you don't,
What?
it's like reminder. It's like, oh, if you wash your hands for 20 seconds, you know, the percentage of germs, blah blah blah, is much safer. Like, yeah, like they straight up like will be like, you need to wash your hands.
I think I'm probably no because my Apple Watch, I don't know why, but it's full of data, and it's like I can't update the watch because I have data
Mm,
on it.
yeah.
And I don't know
Ooh.
why.
Huh.
There's nothing on the watch, but it's like you don't have enough space to do this update. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. But I don't know how to. I feel like I have to like factory set it or whatever. I don't
It
know.
might be like messages or something.
I don't know. It could be because I do have like when messages pop up on the thing. I want
Yeah.
to make sure I get it on my hand. But I'm just like, dang it, I don't know why. It says it doesn't have space. I was like, whatever. But I didn't know. I've missed out on a few updates that it has, so that's why I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh man.
Well, thank you for this wonderful, wonderful episode.
I know. I was gonna say, always, always sort of like a crapshoot sometimes. I never know where we're gonna go, but wherever we do, we always have fun. Um, so
Yes.
this has been Nightcap, and this is Richard with Chock full of Moxie, and we have the amazing Joy and Infinity.
Yes. Thank you so
Not
much.
not Joy Infinity, but Joy Infinity.
Yes.
And we
Infinite
would like
joy.
and we would like to shout out and to thank everybody who stopped by, including Rick, Chris, Jabachan, Rodney, and
I don't know if Bibi was out here. Blurred Mom. Blurred Mom was here too. Oh my God, Blurred Mom. Like, how y'all here? How y'all here? Girl, you missed it. You missed it when I was talking about
ah!
my brother in the trap house. Jesus. Oh my God. There was so much going on. But yeah, thank y'all for being here. Thank you so
Oh
much.
yes,
Oh.
we appreciate you all, and everybody have a wonderful night, Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Yaseminasai, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Bye. Have a wonderful April.
Oh yeah, I can't believe it's April already. Oklahoma.
See
Hey,
y'all.
Blurred.
See y'all in 2 weeks, the third week of April.
Yes. Woo.
It's gonna be fun. Blurred Mom. That's who I was talking. Blurred Mom was the person I was talking about with the melody. Oh no, wait. Did I say that here? No, that was another conversation prior to this.
Oh.
Dummies. Good night.
Good night. Thank you